everyone, it's me Mariam and welcome to Mariam Talks, my learning journey. And this is the week 1 recap where I share what I learned, what worked and what didn't, simply and honestly. So, the horizontal and slow-paced format is kind of new for me, and it is really hard for me to shoot and record it without having to look at a script. So I have a script kind of here, so if the eye contact feels a bit weird, please don't mind it, and let's begin. On Monday I read one page of the success principles. I made one shot on idioms, one shot on synonyms, and a long 5-minute video on Get Up Get It Done book. The long video was a bit hard for me because it was a horizontal format and slow-paced video, so I mostly followed the script. I also explored some AI editing tools, but I couldn't find a good one that was also free that day. So to stay consistent, I scheduled synonym video for Wednesday and the idiom video for Saturday. I plan to start a math unit and learn something new in Linux the next day. Tuesday was a big win. I completed a full math unit on Khan Academy with 100% mastery, no retries. I didn't do any Linux that day, and that was okay because I was fasting. I focused on doing one thing and doing it really well. On Wednesday, I learned the file structure of Linux. That was all I did because I was fasting again and I hadn't slept the night before because of Shab Barat. If you know, you know. So I kept things light. I decided to look again for a free AI editing tool. Next day, Thursday, was a tiring day. I was awake from 8:30 a.m. preparing for guests, and they left around 11:30 p.m. So because my mom had an appointment to the doctor, so I was kind of alone doing all the things. So I was really tired after that. So I didn't learn anything new that day. And I'm counting that as a part of the journey. On Friday, I completed another math unit, reaching mastery level. Mastered. I also watched NASA documentary on JWST, the James Webb Space Telescope. That was wonderful, man. I didn't do much else because I was still tired from yesterday. Saturday was a strong Linux day. I learned Linux commands like route, dig, nslookup, netstat. I also learned a lot about user management in Linux, and I tried another AI editing tool. On Sunday, I read 12 pages of the book Success Principles, and I am right now at the page 21. So without any pressure, I just read the book. Before I wrap up, I wanna share some key takeaway and quotes from the book Success Principles. I'm just going to read them directly from my notes here. I was collecting those, so let's read them. Life is like a combination lock. Your job is to find the right numbers in the right order so you can unlock anything you want. By Brian Tracy. I don't know if I'm going to be pronouncing those names right because some of them are really hard. If you did everything you are capable of, you would literally outshine yourself. By Thomas Edison. If a man for the opportunity to lead a extraordinary life, he has no right to keep it to himself. By Jacques. I'm not going to be pronouncing this one. If someone writes Let him set down only what he knows. I have enough guesses on my own. By John Geet. No, I can't really pronounce those names. You can't hire someone else to do your push-ups for you. It's time to start living the life you have imagined. By Henry James. Learn the fundamentals of the game and stick to them. Band-Aid remedies never last. By Jack Nicklaus. I am really sorry for the names. You must take personal responsibility. You cannot change the circumstances, the season, or the wind, but you can change yourself. 99% of the failure comes from people who have the 99% of all failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. By George Washington Carver. If you keep on doing what you always done, you'll keep on getting the same result you always got. All blame is a waste of time. No matter how much fault you find with another, and regardless of how much you blame him, it will not change you. By Wayne Dyer. The man who complains about how the ball bounces is likely the one who dropped it. By Louis Holtz. And there we go with the key takeaways. Success comes from principle in the correct order with repetition. You should take responsibility of your action, your life, but do not blame yourself about your fate. There is a difference, and you have to differentiate. If you have an average life, it does not mean you don't have a big potential. The principle will always work. You just need to work the principle. Just reading isn't enough. Sometimes progress isn't visible, but consistency is what matters. Everyone goes through the phase of not being able to see the progress, but remember, it's just a phase. It does not mean you are failing. It's time to stop looking outside for the answers to why you haven't created the results. For it's you who creates the quality of life you lead, the results you produce. You, no one else. Take 100% responsibility of your life. And that's the key takeaways. This week reminded me that one focused win is better than many forced tasks. Rest doesn't erase progress, and learning still counts even on low energy days. Consistency doesn't have to be perfect, just honest. That's it for this week of Mayam Talks, Mama Learning Journey. Stay tuned for the next week. More learning, more experiments, and more growth. Till then, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye. See you soon. Bye.